Elizabeth Short came to Hollywood to become a star. 4 years later, she became an overnight sensation, but not for her talent as a beautiful young actress. Rather, she was made famous by the sadistic fashion of her killing. Find out more as this Paranormal TV Truth Be Told story of the Black Dahlia concludes. The spectacular interest in the case made the investigation difficult. The number of suspects grew by the minute. In fact, to make the whole thing more bizarre, more than 50 people confessed to this lurid crime. Elizabeth Short was a rare beauty, even among the thousands of women who flocked to Tinseltown with stars in their eyes. It was her idea of dressing totally in black so she would stand out in a crowd. She especially liked sensuous black sheath dresses, black shoes, black stockings, and black lingerie, consequently earning her the nickname the Black Dahlia. Investigation revealed more. Her social life ranged from the adventurous to the utterly dangerous. There was no doubt that the Black Dahlia used her sexy figure and her pretty face to her full advantage. Her ambition to become a movie star slipped into a hazy dream never realized. Bars and nightclubs were her havens. There she met hundreds of men, in which she shared more than just a drink. It was even in one of these clubs where she met a married man, the last man that would be seen with her before the murder. The majority of the time, they spent the night drinking, and the rest they spent in a local motel. The man said that afterwards he dropped the woman off at the Biltmore Hotel in Los Angeles. His story was confirmed, and he was dismissed as a suspect. The Black Dahlia's trail ended at the Biltmore Hotel, 5 days before her body was discovered. Exactly what happened in those 5 days remains a mystery. A letter was sent to the Los Angeles press after the murder, a strange letter, if there ever was one. Words clipped together from newspapers formed a brief message. "Here are Dahlia's belongings. Letter will follow." An address book, birth certificate, and a social security card were enclosed with a letter, providing undeniable evidence. They all belonged to Elizabeth Short. The paper that the letter was written on was smudged with fingerprints. It was sent to the FBI, but despite a thorough search, no matching prints could be found. The writer also failed to send the promised follow-up letter. Even the address book, filled with so many names, failed to give them a new lead. There was one peculiar thing, though. A page was ripped from the Black Dahlia's little black book before it was mailed. What was on that missing page? Or rather, whose name was on that page? Could it have been the name that everyone was looking for? Another suspect was a young corporal in the U.S. Army taken into custody after bragging about his kinky sexual encounter with the Black Dahlia. Suspicious bloodstains were found on his clothes and in his locker, along with newspaper clippings about the murder. But his story turned out to be another hoax. Every time a new lead turned up, it fizzled out shortly after. The killer was never found. To come back to James Moore's encounter with a mysterious woman in black, there's no doubt in his mind that the woman was the ghost of the Black Dahlia. Leading to the conclusion that her spirit still lingers where her bizarre riddle ends.